Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right, so one of the most requested videos that I get asked to do on YouTube is a dedicated video of my backdrop here. I cannot tell you the amount of comments that I've gotten in the last year of people asking me to do that. And instead of me sending them onto my movie room tour, which I've done already, it's an hour-long video, so I decided, you know what, it's actually not a bad idea just to do a dedicated video on this wall behind me. And that's exactly what I'm going to be delivering with this video. Now, you have to understand, before I actually moved my collection into this movie pod, it was so important that we recreated that wall, this backdrop, that I had in my original room. Regardless of where everything else goes, it was just so unbelievably important to me that this backdrop gets put in well. Because, and I don't know if I'm the only person that's like this when it comes to YouTube, but I find that a backdrop can represent a person so well. It tells you everything that you need to know about them. And I'm hoping that's what this backdrop does to you when you watch my videos. It should give you an indication of what I'm all about. I am such a huge movie fan, and I love movie collecting. And this is my passion. This is what the wall is all about. It's just to show you how passionate I actually am when it comes to my collection. And like I said, it was so incredibly important that we recreated it. And I think we've done such a wonderful job getting that all in to the background here. So this video is dedicated to all of you, every single one of you that requested this video. And I'm hoping this will give you an indication of the person that I am, the collector that I am, and how passionate I am when it comes to my collecting. And I hope I do my back wall justice with this video as well, of course. So, right, I'm not going to waste any more time. Here we go, folks. This is my backdrop, and I really hope you enjoy it. Right, so here we go. This is everything that we are going to be looking at, and it's an absolute stunning backdrop to have, particularly for a YouTube channel. So what I'm going to do is, I've actually opened both display cases. That's the left one and the right one. So I'm going to make my way, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make my way over here. And I'm just going to start with the top shelf up here, because they're the hardest ones to see. But just apologies if you can't make them out, but this is the original trilogy for the Hobbit movies on Blu-ray. And you get these beautiful little statues with them. Again, this is another collection that I've never actually done videos on before, and I probably need to get around to doing it. So yeah, that's just the Hobbit collection. And then make my way over here, and this is a very old collection of the Lord of the Rings. And again, you get a lot of statues with them as well. And as you can see, they're kind of housed in these beautiful book editions. Again, I haven't done videos on either of them either, editions. And then right above here is the Jurassic World collection, and as you can see, you get 2 dinosaur statues inside that one. Again, I haven't done a video on that either. And then of course I have my Independence Day. You get one of the alien crafts. Again, I don't know if you can make that out because it's reflecting badly. And then you have a Star Trek collection. And right above that is a beautiful edition of the Expendables. As you can see, you get a bust of Stallone in that. And then right in the corner here is my E.T. spacecraft, and that is a stunning looking piece. It actually lights up, and when you actually do see it lit up, it looks quite amazing. And of course, it plays the E.T. theme song as well. So that's just a close look at what's above on the top shelf, and I will make my way back over here. And as you can see, this is where I have my Resident Evil Bust Edition. This is a hard edition to buy. Again, it's another a Bust Edition that just everybody wants. And again, I'm so fortunate to actually have it. And right behind that is a Joker 4K edition. And that is an Amazon Italy exclusive. That's going for very cheap at the moment. I think it's around 17-18 euro. And right under that then, we're going into the display cases. So the first thing you will notice here is this beautiful Predator edition. And the mask does come off. I'll see if I can take it off quickly, just for this video. But there you go. Again, the lighting is not the greatest over here, so apologies for that. But I think you get an idea of it. So just let me put that mask back on. There we go. And right beside the Predator bust there, you can actually see this deluxe release of Robin Hood. So I try to utilize as much space as I can when it comes to these display cases. And then right under that is this stunning looking edition of Night of the Living Dead. This is the Tom Savini remake. That's an Amazon Germany bust. And as you can see, the name of the movie is actually engraved on the headstone there. So that's a beautiful looking piece there. And you also get a media book of the movie as well. And then right under that is the Wrong Turn bust. And as you can see, he's having a little bit of a snack. It's a beautiful edition. This is a nameless media bust, and you actually get the entire media book collection as well of the franchise, and that's just a spare copy of Wrong Turn 6 that I have. And as you can see there, that's some postcards that I just recently got from some subscriber mail. And then right under this is my incredible edition of the Alien franchise. Now it's just the first 4 Alien movies. And as you can see, it's housed in this amazing edition of the egg. And as you can see, the face hugger is just housed in there beautifully. So that is a stunning looking piece. And yeah, I actually think I've done a video on that release as well. And it's worth checking out. Right, so that is my display case. So I will make my way over to my first... You know what, I'll go to the top here and show you a few more bust editions. So this is another Nameless and Media edition. It is Fortress. This is a Stuart Gordon movie. It's a great prison movie, a very futuristic prison movie, but it's as you can see, this is one of the soldiers that you see in that movie. And that's the media book that you get for it. So yeah, it's great to get bust editions for such obscure titles. And then right here is, this is another one of these bust editions that everyone goes crazy for. And it is Short Circuit. And as you can see, of course, you get a Johnny 5 edition with it. And yeah, you also get a media book, and it's actually housed inside the base of that, and that is another Nameless Media release. And then right over here is one of the first bust editions I ever picked up. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think that might have been my second video I've ever done on YouTube where I actually showed this release of it. Which is a very cringing video, please don't look at it. But as you can see, it's one of them horrible people that you see in this movie, and he's wielding a chainsaw there. And again, there's a media book with that, and it goes into the base. And then we have this incredible edition of Sleepwalkers. Again, another very obscure title, and to see it get this kind of treatment is truly, truly amazing. Check out the detail on this fella's face. It's unbelievable. This is an Amazon Germany exclusive, it was. And yeah, it was great to actually get that for my collection. And again, a media book comes with that one as well. And then that takes us on to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is another Amazon Germany exclusive. I think it's for the Texas Chainsaw, the 3D movie that came out. And as you can see there, you got Leatherface. And again, holding one of the chainsaws, of course. The amount of chainsaws that I actually have in this collection of people just wielding chainsaws, it's actually quite frightening. So... yeah, it's an amazing, that's a huge piece, that, and as you can see, you can have all the blood dripping there onto the base of it. And here's another real holy grail item. So this is Wes Craven's Shocker. And this is another bust edition that everyone goes crazy for. This is one of these pieces that I'm still pinching myself that I actually own it. But as you can see, it is the villain of this movie. And he's in the electric chair. And then right beside it is actually the media book that you do get with the release. So yeah, that's a stunning looking edition, and so lucky to actually have it. So make me way over here then, we're going on to the other display case now. And I'm going to start at the top here. And as you can see, this is my Nightmare Before Christmas bust edition. And what makes that edition so special is the actual box. That coffin box, it just displays so well. And to actually get that edition with that box, it's actually quite a rarity. You don't see them too often. And here we go. This is my From Dusk Till Dawn bust edition of the Titty Twister. And this was a very, very hard edition to get hold of. You just don't see too many of them out in the wild there. And even though it is a small piece, it is so highly detailed. And yeah, everyone goes nuts over this edition. And then that brings me on to my fantastic Alien bust. This is one of the earliest busts you would ever see. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a box with this release. You'd be hard pressed to see them. I'm just happy that I was able to get the actual the bust itself. And in case you are wondering, the actual discs are housed into the head of it, which is a great design choice, I have to admit. And then right beside that is the little bit of wall space that I do have. Let me just close this door here for a second so I can show you. But yeah, so as you can see, there is a script there for Alien that I received from Jason Brett. And then right above it, this was given to me as a gift from a gentleman by the name of Jeff. He sent me this beautiful still of John Hurt with the chest busting scene from Alien. And as you can see, right under it is John Hurt's autograph. So Jeff gave me my first ever autograph, and honestly, that is a piece that I'm going to treasure. Actually, both of them. They just display so well together. And yeah, both are kind of prized possessions in my collection. So right across here we go. So onto the display cases. And as you can see, this is a Maniac Bust edition. And this is another Amazon Germany release, I think it is. Not too many of them out there. There's only 500, as you can see there in the back. That's the certificate of authenticity. And then right beside that is the actual edition that you get with this bust. That's actually quite a meaty set. You get a lot in it. And then, as you can see, the bust is actually sitting on a Suspiria edition that I have. Now, I had to do that. I had to put this box set down flat because every time I had it sitting upright, it kept opening and it kept falling off my shelf. So it was actually frustrating me. So I had to put it down flat. And it's not ideal, but at least I can actually see the spine of it. So at least that's something. So right, on we go. And this is my Ash vs. Evil Dead bust edition. I've only just done a video on this, and I did mention in it that I actually broke the chainsaw on it. I don't know if that's coming across, but I did, which is was a real shame. And then right in here is my Evil Dead anthology, where you get the Book of the Dead and you also get the Kandarian dagger. I think that's an Australian release. And then right beside that is my DVD edition of the Book of the Dead, which is not looking too great. And then right under there, we have this amazing edition of the Amityville Horror. This is a Spanish edition. I got this on Amazon Spain. I think they're still available. But in case anyone is, if you are interested, just bear in mind, you do not get the movies with it. So what I done was, I actually bought this deluxe release of it from Amazon France. And then right across there is just two DVD editions that I had for The Possession and the Amityville 3. So that is a stunning piece. And then right at the back, you can see there is a deluxe edition of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That is a Turbine release. And then right on the dash, we have Sunny from iRobot. And there's also, actually I just wanted to show you the other side of Sunny there. That's a beautiful bust. And then right there you have this Halloween wooden box edition. And again, I think that was a German release. Right, so that is my second display case. So I am going to make my way over here onto the actual shelves. And here we go. This is my Tulloon Puppet Masters collection. Another one of these releases that I never thought I'd own. Now it's a little bit incomplete because, as you can see there and there's no figures. So I need to get the figures to put sitting in there. But hopefully someday I can get them. But as you can see, you get most of the Puppet Masters collections. I think there's one or two movies missing from it. And oh, by the way, I think that's still available on that website. I can't think of the name of the company with that. I think I see it as a Full Moon Entertainment or something like that. I can't quite make it out. But I think they are still available. And then that brings us on to my Infinity Saga. This has to be one of the most expensive editions that I have in my collection. And that was actually given to me as a gift from my fiance. It wasn't even a birthday gift, it was just a surprise gift that she got me, a random surprise gift. Imagine coming home to that, what a day that was. Thank you so much, my love. And right under that, we have this amazing bust edition of Firefly. I think that might have been an Amazon Germany bust edition as well. And I'm embarrassed to say that I still haven't actually watched the TV show. Whatever it is with me and TV shows, I just find it hard to find the time, to sit down and watch TV shows, so I'm hoping someday I will get to watch it. I'm such a fan of the movie. And then of course we have this incredibly rare basket case edition. I think there's only around maybe 333 of these. You don't see too many of them. And you get a few collectible goodies with that as well. You get t-shirts and all that kind of stuff as well. And it is the trilogy as well. And then right under that we have got the Dark Knight, and this is the Batpod edition of it. Again, I'm not sure how well you can make that out because the cases are reflecting badly. And then right across that is another Dark Knight Rises edition, and as you can see, it's the Batman mask and it's kind of broken. Apologies if you can't see it, it's just reflecting so badly. And then right beside that, you got this Fast and Furious edition where it comes in a wheel. And then right beside that we have the Terminator Salvation Moto Terminator. Right, so let's go under it again, and this is the fantastic edition of Dune. That is a German release from Koch Films, or what it used to be Koch Films. And then right beside it is one of my recent editions that I got from my fiance. That was a Christmas gift. It is the Saw collection, and as you can see, you get the bear trap in that. And again, sorry for the reflection there, folks. It just can't be helped. And then right beside that is this lovely edition of Waxwork. And this is what I'm talking about with these bust editions. To get busts, this kind of a treatment for such an obscure title is quite amazing. And look at the face of that fella. Great that is. And as you can see, the door there, that is actually the media book. It is. So a very clever design choice on that one. And then right under there we have, that is the Nightmare on Elm Street media book collection. Now that's another very rare edition. It's one thing to try and get the media books, but to try and get the box as well, very hard. So I was very lucky with that one. And that is the Texas Chainsaw Black Maria edition. I actually won that in a contest. And then right beside that we have the Under the Dome Bust edition, where you actually get the town, and it's actually just, yeah, it's naturally there's a dome over it. It's a fun little edition, that. And then right under that you've got the Hunger Games limited edition, deluxe edition of that. And right beside that is A Color Out of Space, and you've also got Psycho. Both of these editions are absolutely remarkable. They're from Germany as well. And I have done videos on both of them, and I recommend checking them out because some of the items you get in both of them is quite amazing. Right, so let me go back up here, and we are going on to my last of the shelves, and we'll start with the top here. So this is my first ever music bust, and I've said this numerous times, but it was very important to me to try and get an Eddie bust into this room. And look at this. So this is from the Book of Souls album from Iron Maiden. And again, I have done a video on this, but check this thing out. There is just an insane amount of detail on this fella. And wow, it's just so great to actually have this in my room. And I'm hoping to pick up a few more of these Eddie busts. There's a few out there. So right across here, you've got the Evil Dead Bust Edition. This is another Amazon Germany release. And as you can see, they're recreating the original cover artwork, which looks pretty badass. And there is a media book inside that one as well. And then right over here we have my beautiful Dawn of the Dead Bust Edition. Now this is a French release. I think it's ESC Editions, and I'm almost certain that this might be still available. Just be careful, don't pay over the odds. I think they're selling it for like 300 quid. I got it for around 130. So just wait for a sale to come up on it. It's been available for years now, and chances are it'll be still there in years to come. But it is amazing edition, even though people weren't too happy about the colour design of it, but I think it actually looks perfect. Now, right, so then we go. We have got Extra. Another movie I haven't seen yet. I've heard very mixed things about it. And this bust edition is quite a rare one. I think there's only maybe around 222 of them, something like that. And I think I have a very low number, something like 4. So yeah, that's a pretty cool looking edition. And then right across here we have this Punisher edition. This is the Dolph Lundgren movie as well. And just as you can see there, it is his gun. You've also got the kind of sigil of the Punisher. A few bullets there. And this gun does come off. It's kind of just held there by magnets. And then over here to one of my prized possessions, and here we go. This is the Evil Dead Remake Bust Edition. I was trying to get this for years, and you can see why I wanted to get it. It is so creepy. Even now when I'm sitting in this room watching movies, I find myself looking over my shoulder, and this one is just staring at me. And it's an incredible piece, such a beautiful representation of that movie. And yeah, that's another one of those kind of pinching myself kind of editions. So yeah. So make my way down, and this is the Matrix edition. It's a DVD edition. You get the bust with it of Neo. And then there's also another Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy collector's edition. Never got around to doing a video for that. There's actually there's like hidden compartments in that edition, which is quite nice. And this is the one that I said, the crown jewel of my collection. I've always said it. It is my Hitchcock film reel edition, and this edition just screams Alfred Hitchcock. And yeah, what a display piece. And then right under that we have got Mad Max Fury Road, and as you can see you get the car there with it, which is a very strange choice because the car is barely in the movie. It's only like a couple of seconds at the start of the movie, so that was a bit of an oddity. And then we have another one, another Alien edition here. This is a Sideshow collectible. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually an alien, a queen alien, hugging one of the eggs. And that egg actually lights up. So that's actually a nice release. And then right across there, we have Phase 2 of the Marvel collection. And as you can see, it comes in that orb. And there's an actual Infinity Stone inside that as well. So that's a beautiful release. And then right under there we have the Big Lebowski, which I've never done a video on this release, and I was only messing with it the other day. It's actually a fun little release, that, so I need to get around to doing a video. And then right beside that is The Fly, and you get one of the pods inside that edition. It's a DVD edition. It's one of my first presents that I ever received off my fiance. And right beside that is Marvel Avengers Phase 1, and that is the suitcase edition. You get the Tesseract inside that as well. It's a shame you don't see any more of these kind of Marvel editions coming out. There doesn't seem to be anything coming out for Phase 4. And then right under that you have the Friday the 13th Metal Tin edition. And then you've also got the Back to the Future Metal Tin edition, Jurassic Park. And then you've also got the Scarface cigar collection. So that is everything, folks. I think I went through everything that is actually behind me. And I think he's getting understanding now of why I needed to recreate this backdrop in this room. It just everything displays so well, and yeah, I just had a great time actually taking us around it. So there we go. That is my backdrop. Right, folks, so there you have it. That is my backdrop, and I honestly hope I've done it justice. It's something I am incredibly proud of, and I had such a fun time taking us around this entire collection of mine. Right, so I don't know if anyone realizes it though as well with my background, but it is forever changing. I'm always moving things around, and chances are I'm going to have to move things around again because I have my eye on a new bust edition, and fingers crossed everything goes well, and I'm going to try and display it somewhere above me here so everyone can see it whenever they click onto my videos. So again, I'm hoping everything goes okay with that. So there you have it, folks. There you have it. So as per usual, if you did like what you see here, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you could leave a comment down below, and please do share your thoughts on this video. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.